Practice management. Choosing the right location for your dental clinic. Do you have a location in mind? The location I choose is situated nearby Cebu Cordova Link Expressway or CCLEX Bridge to Cordova. I prefer the location because it offers a reasonable commute to my home in Babagdos, Lapu-Lapu City where I envision living long term. It is conveniently located near public transportation and there is already ongoing construction of new business establishments, widening of major roads, new housing developments, markets, public transportation terminal, and so on. New emerging businesses keep coming in because the area is growing rapidly. There is a need for dental services and the area isn't saturated with too many dental practices. There is also a suburban village that boasts of close proximity from CCLEX, which is 600 meters away from it and 12 to 15 minutes travel to Cebu via CCLEX. The household population of Babag in the 2015 census was 22,756, broken down into 5,243 households, or an average of 4.34 members per household. According to the 2015 census, the age group with the highest population in Babag is 5 to 9 with 2,474 individuals. On the other hand, the age group with the lowest population is 80 and over with 84 individuals. Combining age groups together, those aged 14 and below, consisting of young dependent population, which include infants or babies, children and young adolescents or teenagers, make up an aggregate of 32.70% or 7,442. Those aged 15 up to 64, roughly the economically active population, and the actual or potential members of the workforce constitute a total of 64.11% or 14,588. Finally, all dependent population consisting of senior citizens, those aged 65 and over, total 3.19% or 726 in all. There are 51 youth dependents and 5 age or senior citizens to every 100 of the working population. And overall, there are 56 dependents consisting of young and old age to every 100 of the working population. The median age of 25 indicates that half of the entire population of the target area are aged less than 25 and other half are over the age of 25. The population of the target area grew from 4,817 in 1990 to 30,839 in 2020, an increase of 26,022 for the past 30 years. The latest census figures in 2020 denote a positive growth rate of 6.61% or an increase of 8,083 people from the previous population of 22,756 in 2015. The community consists of a young and growing population aged 15 up to 64, which will be my main target patients because roughly it's the economically active population and the actual or potential numbers of the workforce with low to high income. This also indicates an increased demand for dental services. I want to establish a family-oriented dental practice targeting an area with a high percentage of young families and work in the range of 1,100 to 1,300 square feet or more from my first office with the decision to own, practice real estate or property. Analyzing our competitors. Take a look at this one possible competitor, which is the only clinic I found on the map within the target area. It is situated nearby a known housing subdivision, just a walking distance from it where there is a lot of foreign people who lived, and in front of it is a public school district, which might bring in a lot of children who are dropped in by their parents after school. The dental clinic is not that big and is in the second floor of the commercial building, which offers dental services such as check-up, tooth restoration or filling, extraction, veneers, RCT, orthodontic placement of braces, and more. You can tell its main target is young patients and adults with low to high income. You can also tell from the clear, well-designed signage that it is run by a solo dentist who has specialized additional training in orthodontics. The owner picked a location which is easily accessible to the main means of transportation, close to parking space, and a well-situated establishment with optical care center, food branches, repair shop, pawn shop, and water refilling station. It also has a nearby establishment with a pharmacy store, which means it has all it offers.
Hi guys, I am Paul Dominic P. Zafra, and the location that I have chosen to compare the first location is from Cebu City proper. Specifically, it is in Barangay Kinasangan, Cebu City. This is a Google Map shot of the whole area. I have chosen this as a possible site for my dental clinic because for me, it is more practical. According to the 2020 census, Barangay Kinasangan, Cebu City has a population of 18,756. This is about 1.95% of the whole population of Cebu City. And there is 4.55 increase rate since 2020. This is a graph data of the population by age group of the barangay, but this is from year 2015. Upon observation, by this year, the population of the age group 14 to 19 years old should increase and dominate the population age group. This is another graph that shows the growth of the population from 1990 to 2020. The graph shows a rapid increase of population on year 2000 and 2015. It is more likely to increase in the next couple of years. In Cebu City, the average salary of a person is 50,800 pesos, with the lowest average is about 12,800 and the highest average is 226,000 Philippine pesos. These are nearby residences from villages within a 5-kilometer radius. Within these villages are thousands of more potential patients. Barangay Pardo is also just a walk away from Barangay Kinasangan, and this area has a lot more of residencies with no known dental clinics nearby. Accessibility is more than adequate because this is a main highway for the city. Thus, it can be accessed from any nearby areas with no confusions in directions. Here are some present images of the location selected for location number 2. And now for the competition of this location. There was only one dental clinic located within the barangay and none in other neighboring barangays. This is the Tan Chua Dental Clinic, which focused on general dentistry, orthodontics, and cosmetic dentistry. Here is a table of the characteristics of the two locations that are compared with each other. This is in according to its population, population growth, accessibility, number of competition, economic growth, strengths, and weaknesses. Although location 1 is a higher population, location 2 has neighboring barangays such as Inayawan and Pardo, which are two very large barangays with a high population. But the growth rate of location 1 is higher. Both locations have a very good accessibility, but location 2 has a more convenient access simply because it is in Cebu City. Both locations have only one competition nearby. For economic growth, both are tied because location 1 has a lot of potential for new infrastructures, while location 2 is near large barangays and already has an established economical system. The strengths of location 1 are that the area isn't saturated with too many dental practices and it has an accessible commute. For location 2, it is also very accessible and near the city. It is near in other barangays, thus doubles the amount of residential spaces. It is also near South Road properties. The weakness of location 1 is that there is no nearby hospitals, shopping centers, and facilities for recreational activities. This is also comparable to location 2, which has a nearby hospital, a lot of shopping centers, and a lot of facilities for recreational activities. But its weakness is that there is no adequate parking in the area since it is a main highway. Both locations are very much considerable and has its perks when taking into account its strengths and weaknesses. But it was agreed upon that the more practical location is location number 2, which is Barangay Kinasangan, simply because it is near the Cebu city proper and it gathers more potential patients with less risks. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch this. Have a great day. Bye.